Today's video is a very informative video, and it's all about navigating the visa process, especially when you want to go abroad and attend international conferences, study opportunities, whatever opportunities they may be that are taking you abroad. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to yet another video to Nicole, the career catalyst. This channel I'm going to be helping you guys advance and thrive in your career, whether that is through scholarships, whether you're chasing your career, wanting to get a new job or venture into business, whatever it may be. This is the channel for you, and I definitely encourage you to subscribe. Stay tuned because I have much more engaging and exciting content that's going to be coming up. So let's dive into the video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 tips to help you navigate the visa application process. Now, I know anything related to visas, trust me guys, can be really daunting because that's something that I've also dealt with for the longest. Getting to move to so many different countries, obviously it can be a nerve-wracking experience. Every time you have to deal with the visa and the embassy, like there's a lot that just goes on when it comes to dealing with visas in general. So this video is to help you be able to navigate some of those challenges, regarding the visa process. So number one tip, first of all, if you are applying, let's say maybe for a conference or for studies, whatever the case may be, one of the first things that I'll obviously and I definitely emphasize on is do your research. Now, in this channel, I share a lot of opportunities for you guys in order to advance and thrive your careers, whether it's in your country or abroad. One of the first things you need to do is research. Go ahead and find out if there's an embassy in your country for that particular opportunity, even before you decide to actually embark on and apply for it. Because, as much as there are so many opportunities out there and there are so many people that are sharing them, I also share a lot of opportunities in this channel as well, but not all of them are going to be for you, right? So you need to you need to sift through what will work for you and what will not work for you. Okay, so number 2, if let's say for example you're applying for a conference and you've been selected for it, make sure to keep in touch with the conference organizers to offer you support when it comes to the visa process. Now, one of the support, of course, that they're going to give you is the documents, the invitation documents to help you, apply for that visa, right? But at the same time, also, they should also be able to offer you support, especially when it comes to contacting the embassies as well on your behalf and letting them know some of their delegates who are going to be moving to that country to attend that conference. Now, recently, when I moved to Germany to attend the International AIDS Society conference in Germany, navigating that visa process, guys, it was an uphill battle. Like, it was tough, really, really tough. But at the same time, I really, really do applaud the conference organizers because they were so handy, they were so supportive throughout the entire process of me working on my visa. They were constantly in touch with the German embassy here in my country and keeping them updated, with all the names of the delegates that had been selected to attend that event. And so my name also happened to be there because I was selected to attend that conference, right? And because of their, participation in also helping me to achieve and to, be able to fasten the visa process for me, I was able to get my visa. Make sure that you involve the conference organizers, in this process so that they can also come in handy and back you up. Because sometimes when you, handle this process on your own without the backing up of another organization behind you, it might be quite tough. So confide in them and involve them in the process. Okay, number 3 is explore alternative embassies and consulates in your neighboring countries. So let's say, for example, maybe you're from what country can I use? Probably, let's say you're from South Africa, and maybe you want to travel to maybe Canada, for example, and then you find out there is no Canadian embassy in your country. Do your research, go to the internet, find out your neighboring countries that have a Canadian embassy. Or better still, you can also find out on the website if your country maybe is being represented by another third party, such as the VFS. Go through some of those third parties, because some of these embassies also use some of these third parties to help them handle the visa process on their own behalf, especially if they don't have a representation in your country. So do that. Ensure that you're active in contacting them through email, but don't only rely on email alone, but also go ahead and make a physical call, because sometimes some of these embassies also may not necessarily reply to you on email. So you need to be active both on email and on phone call, so that way you're able to get um, the whole picture of what is required of you, how to go about the process, if you need to book your appointment, what to do, and all of that. They can always give you all that information when you call them. Number 4 is be physically and mentally and emotionally prepared for the process. Why do I say this? This is because you need to be very resilient when it comes to dealing with visas, because it can be a very daunting process. Like, it's so nerve-wracking. And sometimes you can have unexpected delays, like what happened in my situation. I got my visa one day prior to me traveling for my conference, right? So that was really so nerve-wracking. It was disorganizing, but I had to be resilient. I had to be calm and be patient, because sometimes even if on their website they may say one thing, sometimes that's not what will happen on the ground. Sometimes it may take a longer time. So you need to be really ready and prepared for all of this, and also begin your process early. Like, the moment you've been accepted for whatever opportunity it is that you're chasing after, get your invitation documents early enough, put them all together in one place, and begin that visa application process as soon as possible. Because again, you wouldn't want to start your process a bit late and then be caught up with that whole delay or process and all of that. It can really be so time consuming, and it also tests your patience so much. So begin the process early and just be patient, be calm until you finally get your visa. Tip number 5 is ensure that you have all the required documents needed. Now, majority of the times when you check on the websites of these different consulates and embassies, they're always going to have a checklist of the different documents that you're supposed to have as an applicant. Now, at the end of the day, of course, there's no guarantee with you getting the visa or not, because that decision solely relies on the, visa authority people. But you need to follow the instructions. Have all your documents ready and complete. Follow that checklist. Organize all of them well enough in advance. Because again, you not having some of those documents can also be one of the reasons to deny you that visa, right? So you'd rather have even excess more than having way less and then stand a higher chance of being rejected. So always make sure that you have all the complete required documents. And again, also another thing is as well the bank statement. That is something also that always makes a lot of people to get rejected. So please take your time. Do not just get money, a huge sum of money, and then dump it in the account, whether it's a new account or your account and it has not had that much money for quite some time. That's going to be suspicious, because it's going to look like maybe you're into money laundering and whatever it is. So show them a bank statement that has been active, withdrawals coming in, you've been depositing and all of that. They just want to see that consistent flow of your transactions for them to really believe you. So organize all those things on time, and this will definitely help you boost and increase your chances of getting that visa. And then my last tip for you guys is to connect with other people who are also going through the visa process just like yourself. Now, especially if you're going for a conference, for example, you'll find that a lot of these conferences obviously, select so many different delegates who are also going to attend the same conference just like yourself. So you can go ahead, take it upon yourself and search for those people, your fellow participants that are also going to be part of that same conference as you. You can search for them on their social media platforms like LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever it may be, and just reach out to them because they may also know a thing or two about the process that you may not know. So you need to have that like-minded community to help you move that journey together, because sometimes when you're dealing with it on your own, guys, it can be so intimidating, it can be frustrating, and lead to a lot of burnout at the same time. So to avoid that, find a community of like-minded people who are also going through that same visa process just like yourself, and they can be able to offer you support in one way or the other. Okay, great. So now that I've shared with you guys those 6 tips to help you navigate your visa application process, I hope that this video has been insightful for you and helpful. If you find it helpful for you, then I request you to please subscribe, like the video, share, and also if you have any other questions or queries, related to handling visas, or whatever other opportunities that you may be dealing with and you just don't know how to go about it, then feel free to leave it down in the comments below and I'll definitely respond to you. So that was it for today's video. Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.